Hello, hello. Hello, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Thank you, Nicola, for helping me with the intro tonight. Really appreciate that. How are you tonight? I hope you are well. Hey, Elusive Ocelot. How are you doing? Thank you for joining me on Twitch. Hey, Sean. How are you, Sean? How's everyone tonight on this Wednesday or maybe Thursday if you're watching from overseas? Let me know how you guys are doing. Good. Hey, Ken. Nice to see you, Ken. How are you? Thank you for stopping by tonight, everyone. We are going to beat the game tonight. And by beat the game, I don't mean that the playthrough is coming to an end, but we're going to finish the Great Escape. That's the plan. So while I talk to you guys from the chat, let me just say hi to Ken here from Australia. Hello from Australia. Holy smokes, all the way from Australia. That is so cool. Thank you for joining me from Australia, Ken. Whereabouts in Australia are you? I have some friends in Australia. I hope one day I can visit. That would be really cool. I really want to go to Sydney, and well, I want to go to a lot of places, but definitely check out Sydney, the Opera House. That'd be really cool. Brisbane, cool. I'm trying to think of the. I have a friend in Adelaide, and I have a friend in I'll think of it at some point. I probably won't be able to think of it, but it's like a big win for Islam. Yes, Tilks. He dominated Brisbane Olympics 2032. Cool. Well, maybe that's the time to go. That'd be pretty sick. Actually, probably can't afford it when that's going on. Hey, Tilks, how are you doing? How are you? Big win. Yeah, I watched the fight after the stream. Holy smokes. Poor JDM, he was crying after the second round. I really felt bad for him. That was a beatdown. Like it wasn't a beatdown like a Khabib type beatdown or like a bloodbath type of beatdown, but it was a bullying. Like JDM had no chance. So yeah, that was I mean, that's kind of what I figured. I was trying to be a little bit modest, but yeah. Anyways, how are you doing, Tilks? How is everyone tonight in the chat? Let me know, please. If you guys are lurking, that's cool as well. Feel free to lurk. I'll try to commentate and chat with everyone who is not lurking, and I'll kind of explain what's going on while you guys are showing up, and while the chat is showing up. Let me know how you guys are, and we'll get started. So we're going to beat the game tonight with regards to finishing the printing pod, the Great Escape. From here, I think we'll build we're going to play this until the update comes out, and I think after the update, it's time to start a new asteroid. I might come back to here and do stuff because this is already a very robust asteroid. Like it's self-sustaining. I don't have to worry about it. So, it's easy to do things on here that I can't do on a new asteroid. So I want to build a sour gas boiler. Nicholas says I fell asleep on the previous. Rewatch the VOD later. It's tomorrow, the 20th. Yes, that's true. It is. So I'm glad that you something broke. I'm glad. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's been breaking for a while now. This asteroid doesn't have any production. Yeah. So what was I saying? Oh yeah. Thank you for rewatching the VOD. I hope you enjoyed. Very much appreciate that. So here's what we're doing tonight. Maybe we'll build a sour gas boiler if we get the rocket mission done in time. I'm going to use a very unconventional technique. So we probably won't get that done tonight, but if you're watching the VOD and if you want something to look out for, or if you're joining the chat, or if you're lurking or whatever, what I want to do is use this existing infrastructure for the sour gas production. And it's not going to be highly efficient, but I don't want to bust open this volcano and make another boiling chamber. And I certainly don't want to bust open this volcano. And this volcano, the heat here gets deleted almost instantly, versus we're keeping all of the heat from this volcano. This one right here. So what I kind of want to do is just use like the heat that is already sort of accumulated here for the sour gas production, This might not work out in the long run because we might cool the volcano too quickly, and we might, I don't know. We'll see. The asteroid's pretty much done anyway, so it's not like we have to rely on the sour gas. It's just something that I want to try. And then I want to condense it using the AETN, which, as you can see, I've already started to build the infrastructure for. So I'll have the exchange in here, the heat exchange, and then we'll get this cooled down well in advance. So hopefully by the time that we get the Great Escape done, this will already be built. I just have to pipe hydrogen to it, so shouldn't be too big of a deal. As far as hydrogen goes, we have to go to Coldito. Now, Coldito, like I said in the last stream, I was going to run the stream offline just so I could get this temporal tear charger a little bit closer, because my current setup is incredibly slow. What ended up happening is I ran out of petroleum. So in the meantime, I also filled up my rocket with petroleum, and we're going to take it there and deliver it now. So that's what I did offline. I played for probably, I don't know if you want to check the VOD if you're curious about that. I probably played for 2 hours, but just basically letting it run. As you can see, there's nothing that's really changed. I just kind of wanted to save the stream of waiting for the temporal tear to open. That's pretty much it. Because I feel like we're so close. I don't want to keep delaying it. My talking always delays it anyway, but anyways, so let's go ahead and make sure this rocket is good to go. We don't need a lot of duplicants here. Actually, we'll take Bert and Uther. Actually, no, I don't want to take Bert. We'll take Dick and Donnie because I like Donnie. Headed to Coldito. It's a very nearby asteroid. It's fully fueled, ready to go. So yeah, we'll go ahead and launch. Oh, we need to make sure we get everything here. We need food. We don't have rad pills. Let's put rad pills in here. I should have, because they're going to get a ton of radiation on that asteroid. What rocket is this? This is X.A. Becke's rocket. Okay, so I got to take the rad pills. Relocate to X.A. Beckey rocket right there. Good enough. Good enough. Oh, it's unreachable. Why is that unreachable? Oh, the gas froze. Oh, this is something else that's cool that I did. Doesn't really work, but I'll show you guys what I would. So in the midst of just kind of waiting for the game to pass by and, keeping myself busy at least, I built, it's not even actually that cool. It actually kind of sucks. But I built a cooling metal tile vertical row here. And this is being cooled by another aqua tuner that I added. I have so much power, I don't know what to do with. So I figured, hey, why don't I just waste power on putting an aqua tuner here? And this is incredibly cold. This is 60 degrees. And I suppose because it is 60 degrees, now I have frozen the crude oil. What does crude oil freeze at? I've never frozen crude oil before. Let's see, 40. Okay, well, that's obviously... Well, you know what? We're just gonna go with that. We'll put petroleum in there or something. So the idea behind this, and this is like, if you guys are... watch like real rocket launches or whatever, they usually have a cooling chamber that uses water, and that's what cools the rocket exhaust. So I figured instead of trying to capture the heat like an efficient person in Ani, why don't I try cooling the exhaust and see how that works? Because it's unconventional, and I don't know, I kind of wanted to try it out. It is good. It is very cold. Hey Thork, how are you? How are you doing, Thork? Thank you so much for joining the stream. I'm just explaining what we're going to be doing. Let me know how you are in the meantime. How was your day? We're going to beat the game today, Thork. So we're going to finish the Great Escape, hopefully. Just have to actually launch the rocket. So, oh yeah, if we can't launch the rocket because they can't get to it, I have to take this out because I froze the crude oil. So let's get that finished. I know it's going to break the lock here, but you know what? Okay, let's get going here. Let's get going. Evening. Hey, Kevin. How are you? Hey, what's up? Man, having issues with my mods and stream. That's no good. What's going on with Thork? Am I following you on your stream? I think I am. Let me check. I don't think I'm following you on your. Do you stream on? Oh, sorry. I thought you meant stream as in like Twitch. I know one of a couple Steam, right? Sorry about that, Thor. So my reading comprehension skills are not what they should be. I know a couple of my viewers actually, they have their own streams, so I try to always follow them when I hear about it. I think I'm following 2 or 3 of my viewers. Got my elbow pad. I'm following 2 or 3 of my viewers, and I thought for some reason I read. I lost my wrist pad. That you said stream. Yeah, the mods have been updating lately like crazy, and I've been getting stuck in that loop where you have to restart the game like 50,000 times. So obviously, I know the workaround to that, but it's just annoying that it doesn't work the first time. So yeah, it's been a rough few days with mods, that's for sure. Anyways, we got the crew on board. Dig and Donnie's here. Let's get them launched. Oh, do we have? Yeah, we have fully charged at most suits. Let's go. Going to Coldito. So what issues are you having, Thork? I'm not the best. I don't think I can offer any substantial advice to get you on your feet, but I'm curious nonetheless. Maybe someone in the chat can help you. I know Kevin is very active with mods, so I would assume it just has to do with the release of the beta and everybody updating all their systems for the beta. So let's see how this worked out. We just launched the rocket. It's very, very hot, and I mean, it's not doing really anything. I mean, it's nice to see that it's, I guess, staying cold with the rocket launching this far away. It is getting a little bit warm down here. We're creating a little bit of a puddle, but this is going to turn into steam anyways because this is very hot. So I don't know. I really don't think it's all that interesting to put that there, but I figured I'd try because I had some extra mats on my hand. Oh, Thork, there's 2 mods, by the way, that I'm using that are out of date, and I can't get them to update. So I think, are you having the similar issue? I just realized now. If you I go to my mod screen, and I think there's like maybe 2 or 3 of them that just won't update, no matter how many times I try. And I've just unpermitted food, and I've just the rat pills aren't there. Oh no. All right, well, whatever. They're just gonna have to get a little rad. So that's another issue that I've been having as well. That kind of what's going on with you. Okay, everyone should be able to get food. I don't know what's going on with regards to that. So here's the plan. We're going to go back to Coldito. Land the rocket. Basically just fill the petroleum back up because we have no petroleum. Oh, by the way, Kevin, if you missed the start of the stream, we're beating the game tonight. We just ran out of petroleum. So we're sending our rocket back so we can open the Terra. Yeah, started like that. Now all your mods. Wonder if it's a caching issue. Maybe like just a quick uninstall, reinstall of the game. Maybe might fix that. It's very weird that they would all do that. Anyways, that's kind of what I would try. I mean, just everyone updating their mods at the same time. Maybe something going on with that. Still doesn't work, huh? Yeah, I would try the temp app data that Nikolaev put in there. Maybe that'll work. I mean, I use the mods that are in the description, Tills. So if you go down in my description of the platform there, yeah, I should put some petroleum in here. That's what I use. It's a Steam issue. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, this is kind of annoying. I have to, in order to put a petroleum in here, I have to delete this. Not a big deal, but anyway, so Yeah, that is... Oh, this is coming together pretty nicely. We got this done. I don't need this anymore. Boom, boom. Actually, cancel this build. The ladders can drop. So we're building a sour gas boiler as well, Kevin. This is going to be not a typical sour gas boiler. Here's my plan. In case we'll wait for the rocket to get there. I'm going to try to utilize the magma here to create like a little boiler where I can send my sour gas. I know this is going to be extremely hot. I might have to make like a sort of a system, or like sort of a tunnel to like get it all the way up here, so I don't just have 500-degree sour gas running through pipes and heating everything up. I mean, it's already pretty toasty in some areas, but I'm gonna try to at least mitigate that a little bit. So make sour gas here, pump it up to my AETN, where I'm going to condense it into methane. That's kind of my idea. Not sure if it'll work the way I expected, but I'm gonna have a heat exchange here. And oh, by the way, I enabled this mod, the Airlock Door, which I love. Probably gonna put this here and just build a platform for it. I was gonna build a liquid lock, but then I realized it probably wouldn't work because this is going to be a heat exchange. Somebody keeps having unpermitted food somewhere. Not sure who. Yeah, this all has to be... Well, this is all gonna be melting. I might as well just sweep all this, delete this ladder. And then let's see, hydrogen. It's good to go. Delete that ladder there. I don't think there's any... there's no storage available for polluted water. We'll put it here. Should be... They should be able to get to that. I don't know why it's saying they can't. Oh, something melted. Is that important? Oh, it's just this. This is getting bombarded. Oh, never mind. This is the Coldito. Nice. We're here. Hey, Uther. What's going on? It's going great for me. How about yourself? We're going to beat the game tonight, Uther. Stick around. Hopefully I can do it in the next hour or so. Shouldn't take too much longer. Let's see. I'll show you the progress for those of you who are just joining. Just gotta make sure this is queued up so I can get my petroleum out of here. And then I built this. Where's my bottle drainer here? Build two of these guys. I know it doesn't... I know it's not going to work the way this suggests, but I'm going to have two just so my duplicants can continuously fill it and not have to have any downtime, because I want them off this asteroid very quickly. Yeah, so Uther, we almost have the Terra open. We're at 96%, and what ended up happening, I ran out of petroleum. Ran out of petroleum to run my Rad Bull generators, and there's not enough sunlight here to power it. So we have to. I had to make a mission just to come back and put petroleum back in the tanks, and then yeah, we're off to the races. Just gotta get this done. Everything's looking great. Thank you so much, Uther. I think I have. Yeah, you're here helping out right now. So close, something ran out. It's okay, it shouldn't take too much longer, and then the Terra will be open. And then after the Terra, we're going to work on a petroleum boiler. Not a conventional petroleum boiler, it's going to be somewhat, well, unconventional. Let's just put those at 9. Let's get these guys. I really don't want them coming down here. They will anyways, because it's there. I guess I could just destroy it. But I don't want them going past the radiation too much because I forgot to bring rad pills. So that's just the way it is. What's this guy doing? Socializing with who? There's no one. Oh, okay, that makes sense. They must be on break. I mean, I wish. Do I have to enable auto bottle? Yeah, I guess I did. Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I should have to have auto bottle on if it's right there, but whatever. I don't want to queue up any tasks except for them to load the petroleum. and then whatever else. And actually, ooh, did I bring steel? I don't think I have steel here because I'm going to get a meteor shower here, I think. That's a little bit unfortunate. I don't think I have enough steel to build bunker doors. I mean, it doesn't really matter anyway. I have a little bit of steel. Maybe I can protect some infrastructure. I suppose I could protect the beacon, which would be the most important thing. Because then at least I can get more mats here to rebuild everything. So let's go ahead and do that. Protect the mats and the power. Actually, I have quite a bit of... Tomorrow is the full release. They said 3 weeks. I think so. I think Nikolov mentioned that as well. Tomorrow is supposed to be the full release, so I really need to get this done today. So I can... If it is tomorrow, then we can move on from this playthrough. And on Friday, we can possibly start a new one. But we'll see. I don't know. Maybe I'll run a poll at the end of the stream, and if you guys are interested in starting a new one, or... I do want to start the prehistoric asteroid, like I said I was going to try to save the colony, or to see if I can rebuild it after the thing hits. But I'm also open to continuing to finish like a sour gas boiler or something on this one. So yeah, we're just it's all up in the air. We'll see how things go. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I have enough steel to completely finish this. I don't think I will. I'm only going to use an automation switch. I'm not going to bother with I'm not going to bother with what am I trying to say? Trying to have a space scanner and protecting it and all that stuff. Let's use some of this precious iron up. Hopefully this works. Yeah, this is what I mean. It's better to start a new one, but you have to see which mods are updated to support the new version. Yeah, I mean, with that being said, Nikolaev, I don't mind if I start a new asteroid without like some quality of life mods. I think most of my mods are easy enough to like they're pretty lightweight mods that I'm not sure if I mind if they either don't work or if they sorry, let me start that again because I don't even know what I'm talking about. I think it's going to be fine with the mods that I use because they're so lightweight. I think the developers have already updated most of them. And then if they don't work, then it's not like there's something seriously wrong with my game that I just can't live without. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. So is this going to available? So is going to be available to purchase skins, Neutronomium Cosmic Pack, and paid skins? I mean, if there are, I'm going to definitely buy some because I would love to support this developer. I know, like, skins are not always the like they're perceived to be like not very how do I say it, wise financial decisions. But I love supporting developers like this that just release free updates. This game came out in like, oh my god, has it been almost 8 years or something? It's been so long. It's 2017, 2018 or something, right? In early access. So I mean, just the fact that they're still releasing updates for it is insane. So yeah, I'm very pleased with them. I will definitely buy, especially if they're 2019. Okay, I thought it came out before that in early access. I know it was a long time ago. It was before COVID. I'm playing the beta. Most of the mods work. Several updates, the new patch already. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't really use a whole lot of mods, so let's put some petroleum in here. Enable auto bottle so we can get that liquid lock back. I'm very excited for the insulated doors. I mean, that's kind of one of my favorite things in the world that I heard about. Let me just show you guys this other mod that I love. Oh, I can build it now. This is the Airlock Door mod. I'm sure you guys have seen it or used it or whatever. But before I do that, I should probably build... I guess I gotta put a transformer here. I don't want to tap off that. Maybe just put this here or something. Oh, maybe we'll relocate that. Maybe not. I don't know. But that is kind of how I forgot if I had to build this before or if I can build it after. Reconfigure. Okay, let's see if they can get to it. Hopefully they don't get stuck or something. Yeah, 2017 area. That's kind of what I was thinking for that time frame. The 2017 early access. I mean, wow, the game has really evolved. I was looking at old screenshots of the game and it looks totally different in some ways. Really cool. Yeah, so this is a mod I love. It's one that I used to use before I started playing on stream. Let's go here. Oh, they're getting radiation now. Yeah, so they gotta really get this done. I mean, we're almost done anyway. We're line of sight is obstruct. Oh, okay, right. As soon as they complete the thing, it'll be fine. What's overheated now? Oh, I have too much petroleum. Okay, stop. Please stop. I guess I heated the oil back up and then whatever. Let's change this to gold. That was an unforeseen user error on my part there. Yeah, I just saw the update for that today. That's why I decided to use it again. I used to use it a lot. It used to be my go-to instead of building liquid locks, but I know that some people don't like using these type of mods. Not everyone. I know it's pretty popular. It's a pretty popular mod. But so I elected to go with liquid locks for this playthrough because I thought it was like more in line what is vanilla. Like I said, I try to be I try to be conscious of what type of mods I was using to make the playthrough as vanilla as possible without going too overboard with too many different things. Like I explained already why I decided to use the infinite liquid lock solutions. I was able to, in my head, make a good enough cope or justification. Okay, what else do I need? I need to vacuum this all out. Oh, I need to go back to Colito. This is irrelevant. This has to open up, which is incredibly slow because there's no power right now. Yeah, but this should be... This is lineup obstructed. Is this done? If it's done, then as soon as this opens up, we're good to go. This guy has minor sickness. I wish they would stop going there because... Here, you know what? Let's just take that off. As soon as this opens, oh my goodness, so slow. We can see if this is fully charged. Or if these guys are just shooting blanks because the door's closed. This guy's been stuck here for a long time. I kind of feel bad. You had not to use the infinite bathroom sheet mechanic. Yeah, I did. Yeah, you're right. I did do that. Did indeed do that. Okay, so we are 97%. So yeah, the door was closed. Kind of unfortunate. We probably blew a couple blanks, but... The infinite... Well, I'm not sure if you're talking about the same one as I am. Let me show you what I used, Nicola. It might be slightly different. I use this infinite. I'd basically just recycle the water. It just goes through a sieve, recycles the water, and then everything else goes into thimble reeds. That's how I did mine. So if that's what you mean by infinite, then that's the one I used. I think I have enough now. I have 97% and I have one full tank. Let's get the guys back on here, or the girls and the guys. I think that's Uther's gene, so Uther technically is a girl in this playthrough. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly it, Nikolaev. It's one of those things that... Hold on, let me just make sure everything's good. We got both dupes on board. Good. Everything is good here. Yeah, I just need a petroleum there. I got enough petroleum. It's fine. Let's get back home. Oh, well, that's... Oh, no! What did I build that out of? It's closing. Okay, I have to land again and fix it. Oh, no, it's gonna block the view if it's closing. Oh. Okay, let's... Do I have enough fuel to come back and land again? I should probably, right? I have to move the signal switch over. Just overheated some more. Why not? I must have built the signal switch out of gold. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna build one here too. I'll just build 2. There we go. Yeah, I definitely have enough fuel. Okay. For some reason, I just was unsure if I had... Oh, power. I'm missing power too. This is built out of steel, right? Yeah, steel. I don't know why. Why would it melt if it's built out of steel? I don't know. Maybe because there's no cooling in here. So, all right. There we go. I'm kind of sad that this might fire a blank now. Okay, let's go again. That should be good. Good to go. Let's get the crew on board. They already are on board. We're good to go. All right, here we go. I don't care if it's unpowered, actually. If the steel wires break, it's whatever. As long as it stays open. Yeah, that's all I care about. It's a mechanic in the game that you can use, and you should, as this means no liquid lock, or what anyway. For me, it's all fair. Yeah, I mean, exactly, Nikolaev. I think that you should use the mechanics that are available to you in order to progress as you wish. I mean, it's a single-player game, and I've always stated that you shouldn't be afraid to do things that is more fun for you. It's totally fine. It's just I know that when I've made a video before on mods or infinite liquid locks or whatever, or sorry, infinite storage or something. I made a video where people voiced their let's say, not so much. This is too hot, isn't it? Yeah, it's because of this. The coolant is too hot because it's actually stuck. Well, it's above. Let's get it going. I don't know why that stopped, but whatever. Yes, like I was saying, it's a single player game, strictly single player, so there's no harm in doing exactly what you like. But I know that there are some people that would rather see a more vanilla experience that don't prefer mods. So that's what I tried to cater the playthrough to that instead. So that is kind of my justification there. I think it's too much liquid. Well, you know what? That's okay. I'm not too worried about that. If it's above... I don't know why that changed to 0. That's supposed to be like minus 60. I don't know if I hit something or whatever, but that's why the whole thing broke. Anyways, this is still a vacuum. I'm not too happy about that, but whatever. We're almost done now. Terra is fully charged. All right, here we go. Let's fire the opener. How do you do this again? Oh, you gotta click it. All right. Hey, okay. MYG, is that Mig? Mig? How are you doing? First time catching you live. That's awesome. Thank you so much for catching me live. I hope you enjoy. We're just about to open the Terra, so you made it just in time. That is awesome. Same with the dirt tile. I see nothing wrong with them. Oh, that's actually what the one I'm referring to, Thor, because people were not think that that's like too exploity, to say the least. So even I did it in this playthrough anyways. I mean, I did it very far into the playthrough, so I figured since we got that as far as we did before I did the dirt tile glitch or the dirt tile mechanic, I figured that it was probably fine at that point, because because the colony's self-sustaining anyways at this point. So I mean, what does it matter if I start to incorporate some different things? Meg or Mike, please let me know if I'm saying that correctly, and how are you doing? We're just about to open the Terra, so let's go ahead and do that. Oh, we're gonna have a meteor shower here, so I guess as soon as we open it, we'll try to close the doors and try to save as much of the infrastructure as possible. So here we go. Oh, well. We didn't make it. We didn't quite make it. Oh well. The doors are still working. It's just they can't close now, I don't think. Oh, okay, well. Oh, this one's stuck on. I probably could have closed it somewhat if I just went like that. Oh, we got a breathability issue. Well, you know what? That was pretty cool. We'll come back and we'll see the rest of the meteor showers because we're gonna have quite a few of those. We'll probably this will probably be destroyed. We don't really need to have this on anymore. Let's go ahead and disconnect that. I mean, even to that extent, speaking of mods, remember the disconnect tool used to be a mod, and I mean, you could make the argument that if you're disconnecting a wire on a colony or on an asteroid where there's not even a duplicate, that you're cheating, right? Because you really shouldn't be able to do that, probably. I mean, you could make that argument. I could sort of subscribe to it, but you can just disconnect whatever you like. Can't really do anything with it beyond that. Like, you can reconnect it. There's a way that you can, I guess if you wanted to, if you were really trying to manipulate the game mechanics, you could just build wiring in all different directions, like vertically or horizontally, and then you could just make your own path for certain circuits. But I mean, who's gonna do that anyway? You can just do that and it's fine. Not that big of a deal. Okay, so our duplicates are back. Here we go. We got full power on the turbines, which not too concerned about. The first pronunciation was good, but no need to worry about that. I forgot which one the first one was. It Mig? Well, anyways, thank you for joining the stream. We're almost done the playthrough here, and I'll just do another recap. I'm trying to complete the Great Escape today, which I guess we're pretty much on track to send someone over. So the temporal tear is open. It's gonna take a while to get there. Yeah, it's right at the end of so maybe like four or five cycles or something. We're gonna send the rocket that's we just sent XA Beke to Holdito, so we're going to send Wacko's rocket into the Terra. So everything, we just need a nose cone. Let's go ahead and put the nose cone on. I don't really care what it's built out of. And I mean, do we really need anything else here? Let's see what's in here. You know what? We could have a little bit of food. I don't think we need all the food. Kind of wish you could just pick up a little bit instead of all of it. Let's see here. Put the food back. I guess we'll take some barbecue. We'll take the barbecue out or something, or the cooked seafood. Sorry, the surf and turf rather, and we'll send that. I don't feel like sending berry sludge into the Terra. Not that it really matters, but anyways, the gold as well. The gold can come out. No need to worry about that. And then, oh, there's more gold here. It's only a little bit of gold, actually. 1,000 kilograms. Not a whole lot. Very inconsequential amount when you really look at it in the grand scheme of things. All right, let's take a look. We're gonna get some more Fullerene meteor shower here. So is this what it's like when you have the when you have the demolier hit? Just, everything just gets absolutely wrecked. That's kind of funny. Been following this series of VODs for a while, and I'm grateful also for the tutorials you made. And enjoy the game even more. That's awesome. Great to hear. Thank you so much for the kind feedback, and I'm glad that you've had a lot of help from the tutorials. That is what I try to do. So this is definitely not going to be part of a tutorial. I was a little bit slow on closing the doors. They didn't actually close because I had 2 green signals going. But you know what? That is not even close to the demolier hitting. Well, we're probably going to find out, Kevin. I'm almost certain we're going to find out how that's going to look. You know what? We're going to send a new duplicant. We're going to have our 20th duplicant. We have a little bit of berry sludge left. We'll put some, what's it called in it? Servant turf? See if we have any servant turf we can spare. The Demolier shaves off a decent chunk of the asteroid. Wow. Okay, well, I kind of want to see that. That's crazy. So I guess everything all the infrastructure just goes boom. Like, so what happens? I guess it would be interesting if you built a colony, but you managed to make it in an area where it didn't get hit by the Demolier. Like, let's say I only built the colony on this side of on the left side of the asteroid, and it hit on the right side. That'd be kind of interesting because you sort of got super lucky and you can rebuild fairly easily at that point. But I suppose you would lose a lot of vents and geysers that you maybe don't want to lose in that situation. So we're going to take a new change destination. We're going to go into the Terra. The rocket's already fully fueled. What was I going to take here? Oh yeah, some food. We will send some food over. We'll send we'll send the gristleberry. No, Catalina, you are not going. There we go. We'll send Gizmo in there. Oh, you know where it hits beforehand. I gotcha. Gotcha. So we're gonna take a new duplicant. Yeah, we'll take Amari. Requires light to sleep. And we got our achievement for 20th duplicant. That's Amari. Yeah, we're going to give Amari the rocket piloting. The rocket piloting whatever skill point, and then select him as our crew member. Okay, so you guys can get out. You will have to leave it to hit, or will you try to shoot it down? If the latter, are you going to remove the neutronomium if you hit? Do you think you'll make a poof for that? I actually have no idea what happens. So let me just launch Amari. Amari's good to go. We got Wacko's rocket. Everything's good. Yeah, we'll give some solar panels. Let's go. Oh, haha, I knew it this time. I knew it. I know what the problem is. I know what the problem is. They all come on without rocket piloting. Here we go. Mari is off to the temporal terror. So, Nicola, to answer your question, I don't know because I haven't actually looked into what happens when it hits. I have no idea. I don't know anything about it. Like I said, I only played the game enough, maybe enough to just sort of see the opening 10 cycles with regards to playing on... Oh my goodness. With regards to playing on that DLC. So I know nothing about it. I don't even know I could shave the neutronomium. I don't know what size the asteroid is. So it's going to be interesting. It will be interesting. While we wait for Amari to go to the Great Escape, or to finish the Great Escape for us, let's keep building this. So this is our... oh, that's not what I wanted. This is going to be our sour gas boiler condenser. Like I said, it's not going to be the most... Okay. I mean, you don't need to eat anyways, but... Yeah, you can have berry sludge and... what's the other one? What's the other one that's on here? Gristleberry. Where is Gristleberry? There it is. Oh, you can eat it. Okay. Oh, no, they didn't load it. Okay, well, you're just going to have to survive on barely any food. Hopefully you don't die. So you're good for about 4 cycles. Imagine if I killed Amari before he got there. So he's good for about 4 cycles. How long does this mission take? Oh my goodness. They may not make it. Should I just land the rocket now and I can't believe I didn't wait for the thing. Let me check again. Afraid of the dark. So yeah, 1,000. So it's good for 4 cycles. They have no food left. Yeah, I might as well just go back and land it. I'm disappointed that I have to do that again. Hey, Dean ES. How you doing, Dean ES? Yeah, I could have reloaded a save there, but let's just do it. Tragic. Yeah, I know. At least we didn't get very far before I noticed it. It would have been worse if I got halfway and then I'd realized he didn't have food on there. Oh, how disappointed would I be that I have to reload the game, or because the rockets now has no pilot. How are you doing, DNES? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Sorry for I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Sometimes when I don't pronounce names that often, I have to like sound it out in my head. Thank you for joining. How are you tonight? We just opened the Terra and we're sending a duplicate through. I'm good. Nice to see a live streamer. Well, thank you for being a viewer. Nice to see a viewer. Love it when people go, whoa, this is way too hot. So this is probably not good. Yeah, this is probably going to be butchered for a while. Let's get the gristleberry back on. We should have enough. We should have more than enough fuel. Yeah, we barely used any fuel, so we're good with fuel. Where's my gristleberry? Let's go here. Do I not have gristleberry now? Oh, someone might have dropped it. All right, let's see. Gristleberries. Yeah, someone dropped it somewhere, and now it's no good. So the Wacko's rocket, put it right here. They were so close. That's how close they were to delivering it. Oh my goodness. And he says, I'm a noob to the Terra, couldn't do it on old timer. You know what? It's my series of videos are trying to lead people to help get them to the Terra. So if you have any issues in particular areas, or if you have any questions, feel free to ask in chat or check out the videos that I already have and see if it's able to help you get there. Like getting to the Terra is more about time and staying focused on your asteroid not failing and sustainability than it is like something that's very or extremely hard to do. Like it's not so much a skill issue as it is a time investment issue. Okay, here we go. We got food for Amari. Let's go, Amari. Let's go to the Terra. Boom. Launch. Let's go. Oh, you just had to go. Imagine if they jumped on the side there and like took off as they were crossing. The heavy wall, that's okay. I don't care about that. Yeah, if you have any questions, Dean, let me know, and we can try to get you to it. Like, what part of the game do you usually get stuck on? If you want to chat about that, we can certainly give you some. Every part of the game that I was able to get through here, or that I showcase in my tutorials, is in this game, basically. Oh, something's overheating. The worst is opening the Terra and dealing with the after effects of the meteors. Well, let me show you how I dealt with them. I think you'll have a really good idea of... This is steel and it's over... Oh, because this is not working. All right. So I do have thing. I think thermium or whatever. What do I have? Oh, wolframite. Oh, this has iridium. I don't have enough iridium. Yeah, it's quite unfortunate. We have a lot of heat going through here right now, but that should kind of solve itself after a little bit. It's not the smartest idea to put my redundant heating, my cooling tiles on with the same aqua tuner as this. But you know, I kind of figured it wasn't going to end up working out well. I mean, I could just do this. I could just literally pipe it across and bypass it for the time being. Let's just do that. Oh, I can't get to that. Okay, so I'll do this. Go. Hey, Will. Sorry, William. It's going great. I just have to change something real quick, and I will get to you guys in the chat. Just kind of messed up a little bit. William, I am doing very well. I hope you are doing well. Let me show you what we've done. So I just catch up with the chat here. The worst is dealing with the Terra and opening the Terra and dealing with the after effects. All right, well, that's exactly what I was going to show you here. This is how I dealt with it. I thought it was a great solution. It just kind of destroyed everything. So I understand that this is not optimal. I didn't think the Terra was going to come so fast that I wasn't going to be able to close these bunker doors. Or sorry, the meteors come so fast. So what happened, William, is we opened the Terra. What a mess. Yeah. We got the Terra open at the, maybe 20 minutes ago. Everything was good. I had to launch a rocket back here in order to fill up my petroleum generator with petroleum. And then we finished off the last rad bolts that we needed to open the Terra. As soon as we opened the Terra, I already had the bunker doors in place to block this infrastructure from being severely damaged. But I didn't know how fast the Terra comes. Or sorry, I keep saying the Terra, the meteors. So it got absolutely obliterated before it even had a chance to close. You know, that's just life. Denia says, I've got 6K hours into the game, mostly on space style. That's pretty cool. I mean, I don't have nearly that much. That's a lot of hours. Congrats on that. The hardest is the Nobium Tamer. Yeah, I don't have a Nobium Tamer on here. So, William, I hope that you're doing good. This is the mission so far. We took a duplicant, Amari, and he is 2.3 cycles away from getting to the Terra. So if all goes according to plan, he's in Wacko's rocket. He has plenty of food. I didn't have food before, so I had to re-land him. And yeah, now he's all good. He's got 2 beds in here. He's on a one-way journey. Well, like Francis said, you live and you learn. That's absolutely right. Here comes some more. I mean, at this point, everything is already destroyed, so I'm not too worried about the consequences. And at the same time, the Terra's already open, so I don't really need to, you know, have this functioning. I mean, I would like to not have it completely destroyed. I mean, I got the bunker doors closed anyway. But it's, you know, it's not the end of the world. I can always land a rover on here, or maybe build some tiles, land some... I could probably build... because I kept this intact. This is still working. So I could always open the bunker doors and launch some steel, come back with a duplicant, land some, what's it called? The rover thingies that the duplicants use, and then rebuild. But I don't think I'm going to. I don't think this is particularly interesting to me. I'd rather build a sour gas boiler, which is sort of in the progress here. Yes, we're sacrificing. We literally just took Amari, and then set them on the rocket. Gave him the piloting thing and sent him on his way. I thought it was a reasonable sacrifice. Okay, so what I wanted to do here is just vacuum this out. This is going to be a sour gas boiler that I thought of, William. It's probably not going to be very, very good, but we're going to try it. I've always wanted to try a sour gas boiler with an ATN because I think it's the perfect solution to sour gas, but it is very far away from where I'm going to be producing the sour gas. And now that we've sent the rocket's on his way, that's what I'm going to work on. So what I was thinking, and let me know if I'm a little bit off base here, guys, but what I was thinking of doing is, where's my metal tiles at? Having some steel, having some tungsten metal tiles here. Having a door made out of steel. Well, maybe iridium, because is it more thermally conductive? I know steel is like 40, 42 or 54. Okay. Iridium is what? What is this? 170. Okay, so yeah, maybe some iridium. Why sour gas here? Well, just for the sake of doing something before the update. That's why I held off for so long, because I don't think I actually I know I actually don't need any other resources from there. I just figured that it would be something fun to build while we wait for the Amari to get to the end. literally the only reason. So let's put iridium here. I mean, iridium, you know what? Iridium is not... I don't have enough to play around with iridium. So not that I really need it, but let's just put that there. So tungsten, melting temperature of like incredible amount, right? Yeah, 30 to 34, and this is like 2017. Why not melt the rocket or melt a lava asteroid? You know what? We'll do that on Friday, maybe. I think we'll do that probably Friday. We might do both. Might do both on Friday. I just really wanted to see if this is going to work. And it's probably not going to take me... Well, I mean... I probably won't get it done this stream, but... It's easy enough, I think, to set up. I still don't think they can get there. I have to go like this. So anyways, just figure that one out. But yeah, like I said before, I do want to melt the rocket. I think it'd be very interesting to do. So I am definitely going to do it. It's just a matter of probably next stream. Even if the update comes out, I think that even makes it better because then I can switch these. I can put the insulated doors here and all that fun stuff. Okay, so... Oh, sorry, I missed the message. I just remembered. Oh, okay, so yeah, Nikolaev was saying, I watched Echo Ridge. He did both, saved it before killing it, and then reloaded and let it hit. People voted, because the people voted were mean. Yeah, that's almost kind of what I was thinking too. Is having a scenario where just before it hits, I can do both, and then seeing the effects of both is something interesting. I think that would be cool. But yeah, we'll do. William gave me a seed for the asteroid he wanted me to check out for that, so we'll check that out at the very next stream. Actually, yeah, well, come on, let's do it. There we go. Then we can delete this. Sealed door mod is awesome. Highly recommend it. Yeah, totally. I love the sealed door mod. Are you referring to this one, the airlock door, or are you actually talking about a different one? Because the update has the insulated doors, so I don't think it has to be a mod at that point. I still don't know exactly what's in the update. But yeah, this is a great mod. I've had it installed for a long time, just haven't enabled it, and I just saw that it got updated today, so I thought, why not? Anyways, we get the duplicants to finish that, and then we'll get this cooling down, or at least piped in, and then we'll start sending sour gas to it. So let's go back to the sour gas boiler here. Okay, what I want to do is maybe something like this, like that. Do this. Just kind of an area where this might actually be too small. Maybe I should do 4. No, you know what? Doesn't matter. I think it's got to be symmetrical. So that's my main focus. So put that there, and then we'll build this. Oh, I forgot to build. Ooh, can't forget that. We got to make sure everything's out of steel. Let's just build it right through here. It's the hardest construction I tried was seed duplication from GMO. Wonder if it still works. Never even tried that before. I don't think. How far is Amari? 2.4 cycles, so he should be okay. It's hungry, afraid of the dark. You can eat that, you know. You don't have to... Oh, he is eating it. Okay. So, let's go ahead and... Yeah, let's... I think this is probably okay. Probably have to move this out of the way, though. This is not going to work. Let's just go up. Well out of our way. Sort of like that. And then I guess, how do we get this out of here? I guess we won't build it fully yet. We'll let our duplicants come in here and sweep all this out. Your power was not built at the door. Oh, you're right. I also have to put in a thermal sensor to the door. Make sure everything's out of steel. I always mess this part up. I don't pick the right thing. And then I have to build a gas pump, also out of steel. Actually, I should probably build this out of iridium because the sour gas is going to be like 550 degrees or something. Yeah, we'll build that out of iridium. Build it somewhere up here. Just bring more steel power here. Make sure that that is adequate. Oh, I have to move this as well. It's made out of lead. That's an OG build. Wow. That was back in the day when I used to build stuff out of lead. They can't reach it. I put these on deconstruction. They should be getting to it soon. Wow, I can't believe that we're finally going to do the Great Escape. I was trying to do it for the last 3 streams and we're finally there. That is pretty cool. So close. So close now. Have to move the petroleum a little bit. We're not going to move the petroleum too far. Maybe just up here. I don't know how high I want it, but maybe we'll put a thing here and then we'll do that. And then a liquid vent. But I want this on automation. I don't know what automation I want for it at this point. For now, we're just going to put it on the signal switch. Oh. Not out of tungsten. That's a waste of tungsten. Just build it out of steel. Steel's fine. I have lots of steel. And then a liquid vent here. Pre-configure this to off. Okay, so we have our stuff done there. Cool. Oh, this is all out of tungsten. That's all right. One more build. Come on, let's get that done. How close is Wacko's rocket now? Wacko's rocket is 1.5 cycles away. Cool. This is not done yet, so let's get that done as well. Just put all this on 8, actually. Put that all on 8. This is all built now. So we'll let the water drip in here, or sorry, the petroleum drip in here from that location. Where is the new... Oh yeah, it's here. Here's the new piping. Probably close it off here. Or maybe go one more. I guess it doesn't really matter. We can build it pretty much wherever we want. Just build it there. So we'll build the top of this here like that. Kind of thing. If memory serves me, I think you get the materials back from the escape rocket. It's been a while. Yes, you do. You get everything back but the duplicate. May Wacko rest in peace, you beautiful rocket. I don't know how Wacko's going to feel about the fact that we're sending the rocket into... Well, we're not even sure if the mission is successful. I don't think the developers explain if the mission's ever truly successful or not, considering that the rocket disintegrates. So it's kind of unfortunate. That poor Wacko's rocket. Might have to build Wacko rocket number 2. But yes, William, rip Wacko's rocket. We're almost there too. We're almost there. And Amari has been a no, Amari's afraid of the dark. Don't worry, Amari, you're going to have lots of dark where you're going. It's kind of sad because the least I could have done is put a light in here for Amari. But He was just not meant to rest peacefully in his quilt cot on his very last mission. Very first and very last mission on the super duper Dreamland asteroid. Thank you for your sacrifice, Amari. Okay, so this is coming along pretty well. Go ahead and sweep that out of there. This guy doesn't have to be here at all. Like, please get out of here. I don't want to have to boil you. Go ahead and sweep all this stuff. Get it out of the way. Now that this is off, we can put a liquid vent in here out of steel. Cut this off. Deconstruct. Boom, boom. And then we'll put a, what's it called? A ventilation. We'll vacuum everything out. I think this is still going to melt. You just don't understand the mauled up verse. Every successful escape creates a duplicate at the printing pot for another player's game. So that's what I was thinking, Kevin. That was like the lore that they don't tell you that of how it works. But it's I mean, it's just interesting. I mean, I guess it doesn't have to make sense due to the fact that it's just a game. But like the rocket completely disintegrates, so it's like the duplicate literally just spawns at another printing pot. kind of interesting lore. Anyways, I wanted to do a video on the lore of the game yet, but I don't know a lot about it, so I'd have to do a lot of research. But that's why it's just taking so long. I just don't have that kind of time. I will at one point. Dini said you should have sent him out of a stripped rocket like the Martian movie. Oh, that was a good movie with I think was it Matt Damon with that one? Can't remember. Okay. Oh, I thought Wacko's rocket was there. Talking about Super Duper Dreamland, I thought you will be trying lots of recreational facility. So did I not try the recreational? We have I think we have a rec room right here. Oh, this is a. Yeah, this is a rec room. Is that what you're talking about? I'm gonna use your ship layout from my colony ship. Thanks. Got a screenshot from another stream. Well, feel free to copy this. This is like the most optimal layout that I was able to manifest in the 10 minutes that I thought that I spent building it. It has a lot of inspiration, obviously, from you guys in the chat. Like, I believe it was Kevin who told me about the storage tiles. I think William helped me set up the wall toilet and the sanitizer. And then somebody else, oh, I'm forgetting it. They might be in chat. They told me about the aeropod. So a lot of you guys helped me set up this rocket. So collectively, we as a community came up with this design. So, oh, like a sauna, free fall, etc. I got you, William. Don't Francis and other people have better design? William, we literally came up with this on stream. This is our community's design. This is inspired by the chat. Don't you remember? It's honestly, it's not like, okay, joking aside, they oh, actually Wacko's there. Wacko's rocket is there. Let's go ahead and so here we go, everyone. 16 people on YouTube, 2 on Twitch, and hey, I have a Kick viewer. Welcome, Kick viewer. Please say hello if you're not a lurker, if you're available to type. I don't usually get a Kick viewer, so yeah. Anyways, we have some people here to watch this happen. This is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and send Amari through the temporal tear. We'll do it on slow-mo here. Everyone ready? We're going to go through the tear. Imperative achieved. The Great Escape. Oh, what a beautiful asteroid. That's a cool asteroid. I like that one. Oh, that's another beautiful one. What a beauty. This is what I mean by brute force. When I first started streaming, I talked a lot about how you have like the hammer and the chisel method of going through the game. I'm like the hammer, right? Or like another analogy is that's the one I like to use the most. But like brute forcing your way, like the game is totally doable without those insane builds that beautiful looking asteroids. You can have a mess of an asteroid and get to the Terra. We have always viewed the temporal tear as a phenomenon to fear, but like the civilizations before us, before the call to adventure asks us to confront our anxiety and leap into the unknown. As a radical action of hope, I have sent enough duplicates, one, through the temporal tear to start another colony, explore dimensions beyond ours, and plant the seeds of life throughout time and space. So there it is, guys. There's the Great Escape finished. That's the duplicate one for having 20 duplicates. And yeah, so that concludes the objectives that I wanted to complete. Since we're here, let me just catch up with the chat. Yay, kick second person. Try to redesign the rocket to fit in a toilet room, great hall, and others. I know I can. Of course, I would never doubt that you can, William. You are a very, very competent and very knowledgeable player, and you've helped me a lot throughout this run. A lot of people have helped me, but William, Kevin, and everyone else as well has been here from the start almost, and you guys very much. People would come and go, right? Like everyone would come and go, but there's certain people. I know Sean's always here. Nikolav, Uther, just the regulars. You guys know who you are. Tilks was here for the Great Escape as well. A lot of you guys have helped me get here, and I've used a lot of your tips to get this far. So thank you guys so much. And this was as much of a community playthrough as it was mine. Like it was all of us together to get this done. So while we are here, try to achieve carnivore. That's something that I want to do. I actually don't have that achievement on Steam. That'd be kind of fun. So one thing that I want to, I'm just spamming stupid stuff. William and the rest are the guys with the knowledge. But your ideas and everyone else, it still contributes, right? So there's a lot of videos that I made since I started streaming with ideas that I've got from the chat. So to help other people out, and they may not be like they're very, how to say, like very newbie friendly ideas, which is what my whole channel is about. And that was the point of this playthrough as well, to try to beat the game in a very newbie way, mostly because that's how I like to play, but also just to show that it's possible with enough time. This is a little bit too long. I think 150 hours is a little bit too long. I know I could definitely cut this down by a substantial amount, especially if you were specifically focused on doing so and not streaming. Because streaming is not that it's like oh, hey Chewy, how are you doing? Hello. Kevin says, the Great Escape hot chocolate tastes better than regular hot chocolate. Enjoy your hot chocolate. Chewy just posted a link. I'm gonna check. Should I check that out right now, Chewy, or can I save that for later? You let me know, and I will do whichever. But before we move on too much, I wanted to just go over the end clip. Oh, I gotcha. You clipped it. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you so much for the clip. I think that you're my first ever person to clip. That is so cool. Thank you, Chewy. By the way, I think I was mentioning in the beginning of the stream that I think I followed you on Twitch because I saw that you stream. Is that correct? I know there's a couple people that I followed that watch me as well. I got a way to go with no streaming. Well, I mean, I do a lot of this. What I'm doing now when I'm playing is just pausing the game and talking to you guys because I love doing that. I know it's probably not the best for the VOD, but hopefully the people are okay with it. Anyways, what I wanted to do before we move on, while we have the nice music playing, is let's just do a time lapse of the asteroid. This is really cool. I always love doing this when I beat the game because, I mean, we come so far, and this might take a while. I might have to make a video on this because I don't want to spend too much time. Unless you guys really want to see it, that's totally fine. But look how, like, this is where we started. I remember being here. Like there's sort of it's sort of sentimental to rewatch this in a way for me because this was the first of me ever streaming and having you guys come in the chat, like Sean and William and Kevin and I'm not sure who else was around since the very beginning. I know there was a lot of you here from the beginning. You know, you come and go and how streaming is. But so it's just really cool to see not only how far this asteroid has come, but how far the channel has come, with obviously with your support. You want a dupe named Thork the next playthrough? You got it, Thork. You are getting that. The very first duplicate I take, you can have renamed after you. So I mean, yeah, it's kind of crazy because I don't know if this is interesting to anybody, but like I remember being on stream doing, like, you know, building this wall and expanding the base and talking about this metal refinery I put here, and then people giving me suggestions and what to do, and I would implement them. You know, it's just so cool that the asteroid this asteroid in particular is like my journey on YouTube in a way. And it, you know, I couldn't have had those like sentimental feelings or whatever without you guys here. So thank you guys so much for always watching, always showing up when there's so many other people streaming. You guys are hanging out with me, watching me play very average Oxygen Not Included gameplay. So it means a lot for your support, and you know, yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to say here, and I think that's pretty much it. I'm not gonna try to ramble on too much, but yeah, it's very interesting to see just how quickly we sort of expand. Like, here comes the industrial break. This is about halfway through, I think. There's so much happens so quickly, and this is cycle 300. Oh, okay, so it's not even halfway. That's crazy. Cycle 300, we got the industrial brick set up. That seems like it's too low. Oh, I don't know. That tooltip is obviously wrong. I don't know. I don't want to click because it might. There's space. That's so cool. When I first got into space, I remember when we got into space. You say average, I say entertaining. Well, thank you there. I really appreciate that. I'm very happy that you're here. And I meant average, like skill level wise. I know I'm kind of modest sometimes. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me and finding the stream entertaining. But just as a skill level wise, with as far as the game and stuff like that goes, and multitasking, I would say multitasking is probably below average. I always get distracted. But yeah, so when we got into space, things just started like really blowing up. I remember because I sort of like, space is a whole new game. I know people can handle dealing with space and while they deal with multiple different asteroids. There's no way I can. I have to deal with like one thing at a time. So once you start to get into space, you're basically building a whole new colony, building all this infrastructure, making sure everything works. You know, starting to build your first rocket. Like, there's my petroleum rocket. So there's just so much that it goes into building in space and making it work that you sort of lose track of what's happening in the colony. Like, you have to have your colony set up in a sustainable way before you make this leap. In my opinion, like, you don't have. I guess you don't have to, but if you don't want to have to focus on, you know, stuff breaking down here, then you want to make sure everything's robust before you go in. And that's kind of what I did with this playthrough. I told you guys from the beginning that I'm not the most knowledgeable when it comes to space, so it was going to be a lot of kind of a learning experience. I don't really like playing in space. I did really enjoy it in this playthrough though. So once we got here and once we really started rolling and building stuff in space, I started to really have a lot of fun. And I've sort of changed my opinion on that as well. So I really like Yeah, Nikolai says, who cares, you made it? I still have not. Maybe someday after rewatching and have some time to play the game again, then I will watch the stream. Well, I really appreciate that, Nikolai. There's going to be lots of streaming to watch. So we're going to start a new playthrough Friday. Oh, sorry, maybe not a new playthrough because I know I really want to try William's rocket melting. So there it is. There's a time lapse. We'll try rocket melting and try to land on the volcano asteroid. So I really want to get to here as well because this one we haven't done yet. So that'll be interesting. We'll do that Friday. Denia says, did you collect all the artifacts on the planets? Yes, I did. So I have every single thing done in the printing pod. Home Sweet Home is done. The Great Escape is complete, and our Cosmic Archaeology is complete. Yeah, it does get overwhelming, which is why I didn't take any duplicates on the other planets. In fact, I don't even have this duplicate on Thawed, which I know is an achievement as well. I think I already have it, like, in terms of on getting it on Steam, but not on this playthrough. So, yeah, we got a meteor shower coming in. Seftola is going to get the rocket debris, I think. Yeah, Seftola's good. It's the closest one. So 2 cycles until it reaches Seftola. Building melted. Wow, that's fantastic. You know, I don't... The horror, that poor duplicate. Awesome job. Can't wait to see Sweated Out attempting Niobium. Yeah, I think we have a... That's on this one, right? You know, I kind of want to reveal this, but I don't want... that'd be cheating. I wanted to see if that was here. Niobium. Well, that's unfortunate, but they'll fix that. Okay, so in the meantime, let's just finish this. I'm going to be streaming for another half an hour, so it won't be too long. But yeah, I appreciate all the congratulations. Yeah, the robot. That's a good idea. I will send the robot. Let's send the robot there. So, by the way, I have a cool little technique here that I implemented. Let me just go ahead and cut this out. Cut. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. That's actually okay. So Friday, not a new game, but trying to max out and test new things. Then later in the new Paleontonic, whatever the name is, DLC. Yeah. Yeah, so that's kind of... I really want to try Nikolev's rocket melting. I think it'd be fun to just put on stream, so people who want to try it as well can see it happen live and the struggles that I might go through, and then that might be a cool thing to do. So Uther says, so no cap, you lose the other rocket or does it come back? So you lose the other rocket, but the debris lands on the nearest asteroid, which is Seftola. So the debris is it that one? Yeah, rocket debris. So you get basically everything from the rocket back, even the carbon dioxide with radioactive contaminants. And I think, oh, there's another one, rocket debris. So you get everything back except the duplicate. Yeah, Dinius, you're right. I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna refill this rocket real quick. So I actually have a cool little... I mean, the rocket isn't that bad to lose, to be honest with you, because when you're at this stage of the game, and if you set up your... First of all, I know it's not all about how to set it up, but if you have enough resources with geysers and vents and whatnot, you probably already have way more than enough steel that you know what to do with. So we have 25 tons, and I've used a lot of steel. I use steel in areas where people were telling me, hey, don't use steel there, it's waste. I was like, don't worry. We're going to have so much steel on this playthrough. So at a certain point, rebuilding a rocket is not at the end of the world, because we just have so much resources. So I'm not too concerned about losing the rocket as far as that goes. Check out the easy one I sent on Discord. It's not the same as William already suggested. We already spoke about that. Yeah, I mean, we'll go through. Oh shoot, that's okay. I think I did everything right. Yeah, I want to do at least one stream with... I know I already flip-flopped a couple times, even if the update comes out, I want to do another stream where we just try some of those things. Like, first of all, I think it'd be cool just to try to conquer this. And I think Denius is right. You can go back and replace your early game iron with steel if you're short on... yeah, exactly. Yeah, so luckily I didn't use a lot of iron. I specifically... So early game, I got a lot of my refined iron from hitting them to smooth hatches. So it was a power-free way of producing iron, which allowed me to produce a lot of steel early on. And then from there, I started to dig up the rest of the asteroid, get more unrefined iron, and then... hold on, let me just check. Surf and turf. Gotta get some more surf and turf here. And then eventually, now we have infinite amounts because we have... So we have 100 tons of iron just coming from the teleporter because we set up on Redolian the volcano. So we just have a ton of iron coming out, and it's actually cold iron too. So everything that comes through here is being chilled before it gets sent to our main asteroid, and it's chilled to about 40 degrees. But realistically, it even chills farther than that because the chilling power of these metal tiles is so good that it usually comes out even less. So if we go back to our main asteroid, it's 16 degrees. So at a certain point, I knew we were going to have basically infinite, like coal. I've been on hatches the whole entire game, so I knew we were going to have coal. I'm pretty sure we have over like 2,000 tons, if I have to guess. I don't know exactly. I haven't checked in a while. 2,000, it's 2,600. 2,600. Yeah, infinite iron. And that's just one volcano. Hey, Louise, how are you doing? Louise, thank you so much for joining the stream. You just missed it, Louise. We just sent a duplicate through the Terra. So if you want to go back and watch the VOD and check that out at some point, you literally just missed it. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you for saying hello. Have you watched the Iricia Gaming chilling tutorial using Pakus? No, I have not seen that. I actually enjoy his their videos. But I just haven't had time to watch a lot of videos lately because just because I try to make my own. I try to keep a consistent upload schedule to make my own, and that takes a lot of time as well. So yeah, what we're doing now is building a small sour gas boiler. It's probably not going to work out exactly like a regular, like a petroleum boiler setup, but basically this is the idea. Yes, we have rocket debris that we have in fact finished the game. And now we're just doing fun extracurricular stuff. By the way, thank you for coming back, William. We're just gonna finish this sour gas boiler really quick, and then we'll call it a night there. I can only stream for another half an hour or so before I have to get going. So that'll be how we end the stream. We'll just get this sour gas. So this is what we're doing now, Louise. We're gonna try and make sour gas here, and try to not have it be like too hot to melt our equipment. I only have iridium, so anyways, that should be okay. Maybe I can make this taller, but I already built it, so I'm not gonna bother. We're just gonna try to wing it essentially, and then we'll set up the automation later. I mean, an Atmos suit would probably be a good idea here, or sorry, an Atmos sensor. But we're also going to leave provisions to move this wire out just in case. So we'll do that. Power is not hooked up. So the idea is that we have a temperature sensor down here that prevents things from getting too hot with the help of a mechanized airlock door. And then we're just going to pump 500 degree sour gas all the way up to here into my ATN, which is going to chill it down to extremely cold temperatures, which is already getting very cold. It's already, like, we're vacuuming this out, so it's probably, you know, not ideal. I probably could leave a little bit of cooling in here. Sour gas is a personal goal for me. Well, making sour gas is pretty easy. It's incredibly easy, actually, but yeah, sweep the lead for sure. But managing and turning it into resources is what's tricky, and doing it efficiently is even more tricky. Like, so the ideal situation that you would do for a sour gas boiler is a heat exchange like this, like almost exactly like we're doing for the petroleum boiler, where we have very hot sour gas, like pretend that it's very hot sour gas instead of crude oil coming into here. And then at our boiling point, we have crude oil. In this case, we're using petroleum. So we have crude oil coming in and very hot sour gas leaving, and then we're sending that into a nearby chamber which gets condensed into methane and sulfur. It's usually you usually see it in a vertical design, or I've seen it in a horizontal before too. But what we're doing in this case is a very much less efficient version of that. Instead of doing a heat exchange, we're just making sour gas in a very like crude manner. Let's say a very uncontrolled, raw dogging. Exactly. Like William said, a raw dog manner. And then from here, we're going to pump it into an ATN, which will condense it. And then that's where we'll get our resources from. What's the benefit of sour gas boiler? Is only a whole lot. The sour gas boiler basically produces infinite amount of natural gas for you, but depending on how much crude oil you have, obviously. But infinite amount of natural gas to power your base. It produces carbon dioxide, so you can feed it to slicksters. It produces sulfur, which basically you can run your whole entire game. If you can produce this, if you can make a very easy sour gas boiler early on, which is kind of what I'm doing here. Obviously, it's not early on in my case. Then you can use the resources that it produces for a lot of different things. The main thing is just sulfur. Yeah, so sulfur is pretty cool. I know people like to use the natural gas for powers as well. So yeah, there's a lot of benefits from a sour gas boiler. It's like the holy grail of well, some people like to think of it as the holy grail of energy production. I don't really see the I just did the whole game without it, so I don't think it's required. I think it's very cool, and that's why we're gonna try it my way. Just something very simple, see if it works type of thing. Make sure everything's built out of steel here. But I like that. That's a perfect explanation that William said. I like how Ethan tries to raw dog everything without doing research. No, this is completely no research. I understand the basics of a sour gas boiler, but I don't want to copy a design like this just to make it work. I want to try if this way works. I think it will work. I'm concerned about the gas pump melting. That's the only thing I'm concerned about. Just make sure everything's out of steel here. I'm gonna say before I start it up, but yeah, it has to be made out of steel. Yeah, when it's above 1,000. Oh no, I forgot something. I forgot the gas pump. It's the most important part. Oh, I can't believe I forgot that. I mean, I can believe that actually, but hydrogen rockets aren't necessary either. I suppose you could make a petroleum. You could probably fill enough tanks on it to get it to go far enough. I just think hydrogen makes it a lot easier. That's kind of why we left petroleum so quickly. Oh, not petroleum? Radbolt then? Gunk is also sulfur source now after Bionic DLC. Well, there you go. I like liquid nectar. It doesn't freeze till -80. Yeah, liquid nectar's great. Yeah, Dina says yes. Radbolts. For energy, we have nuclear reactor, but sulfur can be obtained from vent and sour gas. So yeah, I think probably. Sorry, I gotta ban this bot. I don't know why Twitch doesn't have a block. Okay, there we go. Better system for that. Anyways, I was gonna say, yeah, I suppose sour gas is a very maybe a very 2020 way of producing an insane amount of power. Like it's an because Rad Bolt for nuclear was introduced later on in the like with the Spaced Out DLC, right? I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's how I remember it. It's been a long time, and I've not the best memory. But I know for a certain time, building a sour gas boiler was like the holy grail of energy production, and just like food, because you could have slicksters and you can have sulfur. But I guess nuclear energy kind of is way better. Which, by the way, I think would be cool to build as well. I think we'll build it on the next. Making a working boiler is breaking. Yeah, it really is. Yeah, it's tough. Like bringing this petroleum boiler online was really the only time in the game where I safe scummed quite a bit. I'm sure there's areas I'm remembering where I had to like reload a save every now and then, but this petroleum boiler was where I had to reload a lot. I think I reloaded it like 10 times to make this work correctly. And it was just the startup process. I had issues with crude oil accumulating here. I had issues with this melting because I built it out of the wrong material. And the crude oil accumulated here, and then it created a break in this insulated tile. So there was a couple of things wrong with it that are design choices that could have been made better. But regardless of that, it's highly recommend saving a Novium Tamer build. I certainly will. I want to try it. I'm following your tip of doing what I like at my own pace. I'm having more fun, but the downside is that I'm in cycle 170 and still running the hamster wheel. Well, at some point, Louise, you have to make concessions to, to advance your colony. So, yeah, it's great to play at your pace. You could run the hamster wheel for the entire game if you have enough duplicants. But that's just think of it this way: like taking a duplicant and having them on the hamster wheel is essentially having one duplicant unavailable to expand your base, right? So that's kind of how you have to look at some things. At a certain point, you just have to say, okay, I want to play my way, but I got to get this duplicant free, because I'm basically, you have to imagine the kind of tax that puts on your colony. You're feeding a duplicant oxygen, water, and food just to run power for your base. So if you have an alternate solution, like if you have hatches set up, you can have coal. If you have a geyser that you find that you can, like even if a hydrogen geyser, I know it's a little bit intimidating to tame it, but if you have one of these, it's actually really easy. You just have to run some water through it, and then you cool the hydrogen down, and it won't melt. Like this is a gold amalgam gas pump. Oh, you're going with petroleum generator. Well, that's perfect. So you're skipping all the way to petroleum. That's incredible, actually. So you bypass all the non-efficient ones and go straight to the good one. Which I think is perfectly valid, by the way. Why isn't this working? Setting a red signal. Is there not more? Oh, because it's the gas pressure. All right, so let's vacuum that out. Let's get some sour gas in there. And in the meantime, I only got Glossy and Ploky Shell. Well, Glossy's great. I mean, you're doing very good if you got a Glossy already. But yeah, I absolutely agree with that. Like, my opinion hasn't changed. You should play the way you want to play, because you will have way more fun and longevity to your playthrough. I would say just don't limit yourself, because the game will progress a lot quicker once you start producing sustainable ways to produce power and food and stuff like that, right? And water. Otherwise, you're spending a lot of duplicate time and labor just what am I trying to say? Duplicate time and labor just to have the colony fed or powered or whatever. But yeah, I absolutely agree with that. Just play the way you want. It's the best way to play. It's a single player game, so you're not harming anybody. And yeah, pretty much it. I'm glad you're having fun though. That's the main thing. With your new seed, you can skip Hydra, as you have a huge amount of hydrogen and oxygen if you know where to dig. Wink, wink. Okay, well, I will I will definitely try it. Try to skip it. That'll be. Thank you for the tip, William. We'll see. We'll see if I can win on your on your asteroid. That'll be interesting scenario to get ourselves in. We'll build some ladders here. This is an incredible amount of igneous rock that I'm spending. I'm sure it's all worth it in the end. So we'll give our duplicants extra ways, I guess, to get over at this point. Okay, this is all vacuumed out. So now we're going to save, and I'm just going to here. Well, maybe harming your dupes, but I am bad at keeping mine fed. Well, they should figure it out on their own. In my last video, that's what I said actually, because in my last video about how to launch a rocket, I purposely kept the rocket launch just to that, the rocket launch. I didn't include like how to make your dupes survive in space, because I wanted just people to focus on if they got to that video, just to get the duplicant into space. So I said at one point, your duplicant doesn't need a bed. Getting to space is not easy for you, so it shouldn't be for them either. So, so that kind of goes along with what you said there, Uther. So let's go ahead and save. Louise says, I know my goal is just to troll the game. I have some knowledge of playing, also try new things. Yeah, that's great. Like, just play the game the way you want. And it's totally fun to go from hamster wheel to petroleum. That's super cool, in my opinion. So we want to send the green signal here. Oh, we got to eliminate this. Okay. So we want to send the green signal if it's above 550. What's sour gas? I keep saying 550. That's the number I have in my head. The petroleum. No, that's not petroleum. Yeah, 540. Okay. 540. Actually, let's do 530 first. Let's get some petroleum in here. Just so it doesn't, there's some mass in here, I guess, to not immediately flash to like 1,000 degrees. This is, oh yeah, that's why it's slow. I don't know why, but it's also mandatory in Brazil, go for hydrospalm. So I make a Rodriguez. Well, again, just, that's the best way to play. Just do whatever you like and have fun doing it. There is no better way, in my opinion, to play the game. Why petroleum? Use crude oil? Well, it's already here. Crude oil is already here. It's easy to tap off of. Hey, Greg. Greg says, seeking opinions, melting versus mining polluted ice that your map starts with, 50% mass penalty. Is it even important in the long run? Makes a lot of attention, detail, and time. So, okay. People in the chat, it's a good question. Mine or melt? Here's my opinion. Earlier in this playthrough, Greg, I had somewhere over here, I had a metal refinery inside an ice biome, and I melted a ton of ice and got the 100% I got the 100% mass out of that ice to use as water. Now, that's certainly one way to do it, and it's certainly one way to run your metal refinery. So it's like crushing two birds with one stone. As horrible as that sounds. So you're basically running a metal refinery for hundreds of cycles using the natural cooling of an ice biome while you melt the ice and get the mass out of it. Now, is it really worth it? I think it can be worth it if you haven't found a water geyser yet. Like, this map is lucky enough that it has a water geyser right beside my starting biome. So obviously I don't really need to do that. It was just a perk of doing it there. I also have I have so much water here. So in my case, it wouldn't be worth it, but it's worth it just to have your metal refinery working very early on, because people get very intimidated by the fact that this metal refinery breaks so easily when you don't cool the coolant. And you can literally do that with the water that you can just pipe in water and have the metal refinery work on a looping system just like this inside of your cold biome. So you send the hot liquid out, water or polluted water or whatever, and then you just have it going inside of your cold biome, melting the ice. and then it cools the coolant, puts it back in the metal refinery. You're good to go to make more steel. So you can make steel very early on just by doing that. Yeah, pea water is better. And yeah, there's lots of different options, but regardless of what you use, just going back to Greg's question, I would say certainly do it early because you can have steel very early as long as you have iron and refined carbon. But the other benefit is if you don't find a geyser within the amount of time that it takes you to use up your current starting water, then at least you have water available. Other than that, I wouldn't really worry about it. I think water is usually plentiful in the game anyways. Like most asteroids come with at least one cool steam vent, sometimes two, and that's incredibly easy to extract water from. Water geysers I just use for my spawn, so I don't even cool the water from here. I just send it into my Hydra. So yeah, let me know what you think, Greg. That's kind of my opinion on that. Hopefully that was kind of helpful. Uther says, I've been using wood burners since I barely have coal and I have 40 tons of wood. Well, there you go. It's not as good as coal, but it works. Yeah, absolutely. Whatever works, right? Some asteroids you don't have coal because you don't have hatches or whatever the case is, so you got to use the wood. Space Dog gives you a water planet unless you have a horrible seed water usually isn't an issue. Yeah, that's exactly it, DNS, for me as well. Hey, Valencia. Thank you for joining the stream. Hello. Greg says, not intimidated by early metal refinery use. In the long run, I cool crude oil, which creates tons of steam power. Yeah, absolutely. So there's... Oh, by the way, I should shut that off. So if you guys... just for the people that are just joining the stream, Valencia, thank you for joining. Greg, thank you for joining. We just finished the game today, officially, by the printing pod standards. We got the Great Escape finished today. So we sent a duplicate to... through the temporal tear. So we got, if you guys want to see how we did that, and the asteroid get obliterated by the meteor shower that follows, check out the VOD after the stream. I'm going to be done the stream in pretty shortly. So I apologize for those of you who are just joining, Valencia and Greg. But yeah, we did end up opening the tear in this episode and sending a duplicate through the tear. And now we're working on a sour gas boiler. So anyways, we have this. We're going to try to heat this up, but we don't want to heat it up too much because the iridium melts at like 500 or something. 570, whatever. Let's see. 575, yeah. And Greg says, thanks for the reply. I think I'm wasting my time melting, and what you said helps me out to confirm that. Yeah, again, just to reiterate, if you don't have a water geyser in the immediate vicinity, but you have a cold biome, then I think it's worth it just to get started on melting, just in case you need that water. It's better to have the water there and steel than it is to, be in a rush to melt water because your colony is about to die. And thank you so much, Greg. Really appreciate that. Ethan, do you plan on starting a new playthrough? Yes. So Friday night, this is what's going on. Friday is my next stream. Friday, we're going to be doing some cool, fun things. Like, I'm going to try to melt the rocket. We're going to try to finish the sour gas boiler. And maybe something else. Depends on how long everything takes. And then we're starting a new stream, a new playthrough probably on Saturday on William's seed. William is really excited for me to try that. So I'm gonna do it. William has provided a seed, I think in a Discord, or I might have copied it. He might have put it in here and I copied it, but I have it somewhere. And yeah, so we're gonna do that. Let's go ahead and open this. Actually, let's reverse this first, and let's deconstruct this. I think the duplicates should be okay to come in here. I might have to build another ladder. Let's see. I don't want to have to. This is gonna be scary because I don't know if they can go in here without suits. I might have to put them in the triage. Okay, it's gonna be Trivaldo who's going to be brave enough. Holy smokes! Aura, thank you so much for Aura on X. Thank you so much for subscribing on YouTube. Hello. Okay, so Trivaldo is... Okay, he's yeah, he's not doing too well. But he got this done. How are you doing, Aura? Thank you so much for your subscription. I'm glad that that you were able to come and check my stream out tonight. Really appreciate that. So yeah, I think we gotta put Trivaldo in the triage cot there. And this is getting pretty hot. Let's see if this works. Actually, I'm gonna save again, just in case I really mess something up. Okay, here we go. Yeah, you're right. I probably would want to retrieve it. This has been in here for a long time. So, thanks for letting me know where to find you. No worries at all. Thank you so much for checking out the stream. Yeah, this is kind of what I've been up to. Just playing some games, making some videos. Yeah, the ceramic's been in here for a long time, I think, on that side. This one here, it looks like it's a little bit... let's put it over here, I guess. Will it be too bad to put it here? I don't know. Maybe we'll put it here for now. See what happens if I do that. Everything's going well so far. This is heating up just as I expected, not too quickly. If I had too little petroleum in here, I think it would probably flash to sour gas and overheat this pump. So I really have to be careful because I can't heat this above 575 or the sour gas will melt the pump, and I don't want to have to go back in there. So I think 540 is the melting point. Let's see what happens. I still have one Kick viewer, so thank you so much for lurking on Kick. It's pretty cool that I have a Kick viewer for the first second straight stream. I gotta start adding the Kick onto my onto the bottom overlay there, because people actually use Kick, and I might want to get them, just to let them know where to find me. Okay, so we're gonna close this. We don't have to go back in there. Let's get the sour gas. It's almost sour gas. Here it goes. Why not Rumble? I didn't even know what is Rumble. Is that a platform where you can stream on? Is that like a gaming platform? Not too familiar with Rumble. There it goes. Almost there. Is our pipe done? I think our pipe should be done. Our duplicants literally have nothing else to do. Oh, they can't get to this. I'll DM you. Sure. Go for it. Holy smokes, Kick user. It's not that... That's not doing naughty stuff and watching Ani. I know, right? Someone is lurking on Kick for the entire stream, so that I really appreciate that. Like, if you are lurking and enjoying, if you are an average Ani enjoyer on Kick, then that's great. I'm not gonna judge anybody. Okay, so this should automatically shut off. Oh no, I'm pumping out the sour gas. That's very hot. Oh. How bad is that? Oh, that's pretty bad. Okay, so I'm gonna save there. I don't want that. You know what? The game's almost over anyway, so I'm not gonna feel too bad about doing that. But I forgot to turn off the stupid. No, it's not a stupid Atmos sensor. It's the fact that that I think you made a small mistake on your sour gas filler. What happens when your petroleum turns into gas? Temperature will not work. Okay, well, live and learn, I guess. We'll live and learn. It's too bad I couldn't incorporate a heat exchange. Oh, there's a light behind me. Is that one of those UFOs that everyone takes pictures of? Post that on Reddit, the alien subreddit. Okay, I love how smooth the game is when it's paused. I really hope that the new update is like that. Oh, Luis says Rumble is a LOL champion. I have no idea what that means. I literally have don't know anything about Rumble. So yeah, William says this is not going to work. That's something that we'll have to deal with at some point. One thing that I want to deal with actually is just disconnect that, and then keep letting that turn into sour gas. So we'll see. We'll see if I break it. Distractions too many in this game. Denius, if you watch my entire VOD of this series, the distractions, take a shot every time I get distracted. you'll be incapacitated on one stream, I'm sure. I am almost 100% able to guarantee that. Okay, so yeah, we need a heat exchange in here, I think. So we're going to be pumping in very hot sour gas, and we want to be pumping out very cold methane. So let's do something like with regards to that. Oh, I don't even know, like, this is the reason I made it horizontal, so our duplicates could come in here. Oh my goodness, my coordination is just terrible. Okay, so we'll do that. Put a liquid pump there or something. Denius, the funniest thing about Ani to me is that we get mad at dupes for getting distracted, but the player's usually worse at it. Yeah. Oh my goodness, you should see what I had to go through with Dig and Donnie. I don't see many people using the ATN. So I use the ATN for 3 different things. This is my 3rd thing actually here, Louise. This one might not work, granted. So don't take this demonstration with a grain of salt here. Hold on, let me finish this. Let me see if I have enough aluminum for this. Okay, boom, boom, boom. And then we want to pipe it into whatever. We'll just use regular gas pipe from here on out. I don't think I have to do anything special. And then we'll do high pressure gas vent. So yeah, the ATNs, Louise, this is my 3rd time I'm using it in this game. The other ones that I did use were for my food, my deep freezing for the food. By the way, I should make a video on all the different ways I've incorporated my YouTube videos into this playthrough. I think that'd be kind of interesting. So yeah, my food is deep frozen. I got surf and turf, berry sludge, which doesn't have to be deep frozen, and gristleberry. So, oh, by the way, we did send a lot of. We do have sap. I don't know if you guys have been here for that or not. This is William. You asked me in last stream how I plan to cool the sap from the tree, the angry tree. Heat it up. That's what you asked me. And this was my solution. I don't know if you were here for this, but I put a bottle emptier inside of my steam room of my industrial brick, and then I just have an auto dispenser in my storage bin for isosap. So as soon as I get sap from the rocket, this goes into my bottle emptier. Put some sap in here, turns into isosap, and then my duplicates automatically place it into the storage bin. That's the technique that I used. Let me know on a scale of 1 to 10 how efficient that would be. So anyways, with regards to my infinite food storage, yeah, so this is all deep frozen, and I have it. It's a very simple technique. I just have a gas shutoff here with a thermal sensor, and the thermal sensor is checking out the temperature of the hydrogen, which is giving it the sterile rating for deep freeze, which we need. And this food lasts forever. That's why we have so much food. And then I just have it piped. It's piped kind of far. Like, this took a long time to make just because of how far it was. Arguably, if I had my Great Hall down here, it would have worked out a lot better. So it's not the most efficient technique, but it's the one I used. And then the other ATN on this asteroid, I'm using for a completely redundant purpose, I think. It might help a little bit to speed things up, but I'm essentially just sending hydrogen that's, relatively, 40 degrees or lower into this ATN chamber. And then from here, it goes directly into my chiller for the rocket fuel. So by the time it gets to here, I mean, it's sitting in the pipes a lot. So it does heat up a little bit. It's around 80, 90 degrees here. Here it's minus 9 degrees. So it does heat up a little bit, depending on, I guess, what it's exposed to particularly. But it leaves at 170 degrees. Oh, sorry, minus. Those are all minus numbers that I'm getting you here. See here, what else? Don't run aluminum. It will overheat unless it's pre-cooled. I usually run what is it? Will it really? I'm not sending it that hot. It should be okay. I think aluminum melts at 660, right? Where is it? This melts at, yeah, this is 660. So it should be okay. I don't think it that. I mean, here's the thing. You're probably right. I'm usually wrong on this stuff. But it shouldn't be sending 660 degree. If I'm sending 660 degree sour gas, that means this pump is going to melt. Because this pump melts at 575. So we're going to try to eliminate that from happening altogether. We're going to very slowly increase the temperature here. Very, very slowly. Please don't go too fast. Actually, I want to save it because this is kind of where the iffy part is. William says, well, if your duplicate is slow, you might melt the isosap and waste a lot of time making and delivering it. That's true, I suppose. Since I'm wrenching bookish oak shells, I want food to spoil, so I'm not going to deep freeze. Okay, that's cool. That's actually a great idea, Louise. At one point, I was planning to do the same thing. Like at some point in the VOD, I had a evolution chamber here where I farmed sandy shells. And the sandy shells I would be feeding with polluted or decomposed food, whatever it's called in the game. And this guy with an egg in here would be the one that is taking care of the Pacu farm population. Oh, might make the liquid stains change state. I gotcha, Adenius. Well, let's see what happens. I mean, this is this is very, very hot. Oh my goodness, it's gonna start heating up. Please don't heat up too quickly. Let's do 350. This is kind of what I was worried about. The margin of error is so low right now. Like, I guess we can just keep putting in petroleum. I guess I don't have to stop this because the gas won't overpressure. That's kind of the benefit, maybe, that I can just keep this at this temperature and keep the petroleum flowing. And we'll just have a whole bunch of hot sour gas that we'll start sending over. Like basically right away. We'll do it right now. Just to see how this is gonna work before I end the stream. Yeah, this is the heat exchange. I'm not going to put metal tiles over because I want my duplicates to come in and out right now. And if it works, don't pump the gas in until you cool those pipes. Gotcha. So let's see here. How would I guess I can just. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna try another brute force technique, or as William would call it, a raw dog technique. Oh, I don't have any ice? Where's my ice? What's overheating? I should have plenty of ice. What are you talking about, game? Oh, I got a vol. Okay, that was the gas pump. And oh, that's happening. It's happening. It's too hot. 330. What my issue is that I stopped the petroleum flow. I should have kept the petroleum going and had it very slowly heat up. So, I mean, at this point, the game is, we can't proceed because I have to open this chamber. So let's put this at 520 maybe. Actually, let's just put it at like 500, just to get some petroleum in here. It will usually overpressure and pet vent will stop up. Well, this is broken anyway because we've reached the limit of how hot this can be. So I think I have to either increase the size of this or I have to run some cooling just for this gas pump or something. Maybe a conductive panel. Maybe run this oil on top of the gas pump with a conductive panel or something. So we'll figure something out. This is a technique that I've always wanted to try. Put a seal next to your yeah. Here's what we're gonna do before this overpressurizes. Sorry, before this damages for real. Let's try to dump some sour gas through here. Should be going. Pipe is blocked. Why? Why is the pipe blocked? Pipe is blocked. Output is blocked. So output is way. Oh, this is not done. Come on, guys. Let's go. Oh, it's not. I thought I built that. Oh, I built that, but I reloaded a save. Okay. All right. So this might not work. I might just go in sandbox mode and just try to get it working just to fix this and see if this works. I want to test this before the stream is over. And the stream's going to be over like very shortly. I have to go to work tomorrow and I can't stay up too late. I'm already a little bit past, but I want to get this. I want to see if this will work. Oh yeah, and I was going to get some ice. Let's get that going too. We should have some ice now. Still no ice. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna go in sandbox mode just to get this working and see if I can fix it. Well, I'm a very stingy person. Once I boil the sour gas, I would transfer it to a steam engine, suck out the temperature for energy, and then cool it for... Okay, that's a great idea, William. Holy smokes. That saves me a lot of headache because I'm using igneous pipe to run all this, and I was just thinking about all the heat that I'm going to be spilling out into the rest of my base. So we're going to try to see if it at least work. If I just change this with oh, you know what? I was going to do blueprints. I was going to do blueprints before the stream ended, but now I switched to sandbox. I'll just reload. I'll reload to a state where before this is broken, and then we'll do blueprints. So let's just go ahead. Boom. Let's just do thermium for now. And then get all this done. So that's a great idea, William. I like that idea. Once again, thank you for your suggestion and help. Okay, so this should be okay. We should be able to start pumping sour gas. There it goes. It's just, see, it just creates so much heat. Like over time, this will... I mean, this is already hot here, but no, I don't want to... In my next asteroid, I thought about doing this. I don't know if it's a good idea, but seeing how well the game would run if I just... Actually, I could just do it right now. If I just kept the outside atmosphere in a total vacuum at all times, which I thought would be a neat idea to try to see if I can... the purpose of that would be to see if it increased the speed of the game. Because the game deals with so many gas interactions, I thought, what if this helped increase how quickly the game works? The only downside I can see to this is that I have a lot of things like the water sieve. This has been running all game here without any active cooling. And like these transformers. So if I kept everything in a vacuum that's outside of my base, which would be incredibly hard to do anyways, all that stuff would have to be provisioned for. Like, obviously, they would start overheating very, very rapidly. So I don't know if this is going to work, but I mean, let's see. Just something interesting to try. Seeing if I can get the game to run a little bit quicker. Actually, it's a little bit... I don't know if you guys can see that on your end, but it's a little bit... Yeah, it's way quicker, actually. Holy smokes, I can zoom out all the way here. It's at least a 20% boost in FPS. That's kind of crazy. Okay, so now what I wanted to do is DNS says don't run it through until you cool until you cool here. So we should be able to use our heat gun and put it in minus. I don't know, minus. We'll just do 0 degrees. If that works. Minus 10 maybe. I don't know how the heat gun works. I never able to use the heat gun. The engine need to calculate the fluid movement. It actually reduces lag. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking, because I just took off all the gases from everywhere. Well, I mean, it's refilled with very small amounts of residual gases that was left. But look how much faster the game moves. Like, I think this is the new way to play. I think I just invented a new way. Well, we're gonna try this anyway, see how well it works. This doesn't have to be vacuuming anymore. Like, I would seriously consider having everything on constant vacuum and just putting everything into like a little chamber like this of all my, you know, even my my what's it called, my deodorizers to make my clay, and then just, you know, always taking care of stuff like this, that off gases, to not create any gases that I have to exchange for the entire game. Oh, I got you. DNS. So basically what I wanted to do is just to see if I can get this even working to some extent. Like, let's go ahead and add some mass to this. 5 kilograms, let's say. That's pretty hot right now. It's gonna take a long time for this thing to cool it. And then the liquid should, you know, start going through the other way, and then it doesn't really have anywhere to go right now. Let's just go ahead and add. It's such a struggle for some reason for me to click that. I clicked something in OBS and now my screen's gone. It's okay. As long as you guys can see, that's all I care about. Can't get it to run a decent sized sleep wheat farm. Yeah, it's not the greatest. I mean, it's very low. Since it can only cool gas, it's not very powerful because pretty much any type of liquid overpowers the cooling power of a gas. So unless you're cooling gas with gas, or then you're cooling you're cooling the gas that's surrounding the nullifier. That's like such a hard thing for me to say. Let's cool this down really quickly so I can see what it would look like, because this will eventually go to roughly 170 or so. Okay, so there we go. We'll get our okay, so it turns back into natural gas, so we can't really pump it out. If it maybe we just take the natural gas out of here and forget about the methane, because I don't really need to have the methane pumped out if the natural gas. I don't know. It's something that might not work at the end. At the end of it, it would just be nice to be able to have a build for a sour gas boiler that can be built super early in your playthrough, as long as you had hydrogen and an ATN, because you can get hydrogen just from water easy enough, and if you had an ATN that you can supply with that hydrogen, then you basically have an incredible amount of natural gas or power, sulfur and carbon dioxide. And what else? I think that was it. Starting to get super sleepy, so here's what we'll do. We're gonna end the stream in about 5 minutes. Just gonna go back in the chat, say good night to everyone. I'm a little bit not on camera, but hopefully it's not too big of a deal. Just gonna move myself on there. Trust me, your new seed will make everything you learn obsolete. Okay, well, I'm excited for it, William. I'm excited. So here's what we'll do. I'll probably, like I said, a Friday night I'm back. Here, let me get on camera. Friday night I'm back. We're going to continue on this asteroid, just to do rocket melting and some other cool stuff, like maybe try to get this working. I mean, you can see this is going to be kind of a slow process, so this might not get to work at the end of it. I might just, I don't know. We'll see how what ends up happening. So Friday night I'm back. Saturday night, if the update is out, we're starting on William's seed that he sent me with the prehistoric DLC. So we'll be facing the Demolier, seeing if I can stop it. I'm gonna try to stop it because that's kind of the point of the. I think there's an achievement for stopping it, but there's also an achievement for 100 cycles after it hits. So I don't know. Maybe I'm remembering one of them incorrectly, but anyways, well, so we're back Friday, back Saturday. A lot of stuff planned. Thanks to everyone again for showing up. I really appreciate you guys being here. As always, if you would like to help out, all you have to do is hit that like button. If you enjoyed the stream, hit the little heart icon next to the chat. That really helps out with engagement. It helps get the stream out to more people in the VOD. So that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you, Kevin. Just gonna say goodnight to everyone like I normally do. Thank you guys for being here along this journey to watch me finish the game, hang out with me while we did that. So that was a whole 153 hours worth of gameplay. Now, not every part of that was on stream. I did do a lot, like where I usually let the game run in the background and just do minor stuff in the back, sort of like I did with the letting some things charge up. For example, like this petroleum liquid container or whatever, things like that. But I would say if you just go back through all the VODs, at least 80% or so would be on stream. So that was really cool to hang out with everyone, finish this playthrough. I'll definitely do a video on this at some point, just kind of going over all the systems that we used and talking about, I don't know, silly builds like this that might not work. So anyways, thank you to everyone who came by. Let me say goodnight to everyone and thank you guys. So Thork, thank you Thork for showing up tonight. Luis, nice to see you once again. William, good night. Kevin, good night. Denius, thank you so much for being here tonight. Sean, thank you for being here. Love having you around, Sean. You're always here. Thank you so much. Who else? Let's see. Let's scroll back. So I usually try to go as far back as it will let me. So Greg, thank you for being here tonight, and I'm happy that we could be a little bit of an assistance to you. Nikolaev, thank you for being here. Aura on X, thank you so much for showing up to the stream. First time chatter, Aura on X. And if I miss anyone, I do scroll pretty quickly. Valencia, thank you for being here. So I don't purposely skip you. Uther, thank you for being here, Uther. I don't purposely skip anybody. It's just I can only go back so far in the chat, and then I also scroll pretty quick. So I definitely don't. It's not intentional. Nikolaev, I think, did I already mention Nikolaev? Thank you for being here tonight, Nikolaev. Let's see, Thork, I mentioned. Chewy, thank you, Chewy, for clipping that on Twitch. The ending of the game. Really appreciate that. Tilks was here. Thank you for being here, for watching me go through the temporal tear, Tilks. Really appreciate that. Hopefully see everyone on Friday night, Saturday night, depending on how your schedules look. That would be really cool. We'll do some fun stuff. We'll melt the rocket, and then we'll start the new playthrough. Mig was here. First time chatter, Mig. Hopefully I said. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry. It's starting to get really sleepy now. It just hits you like a freight train. When you start to get tired, it's like your whole mind just is already in bed. And Ken. Oh, Ken was here. That's as far as I can go back. So I got to Ken. I'm happy I could make it to Ken. Thank you so much for showing up, everyone. And yep, I will see you guys Friday. Friday night on the usual 10 p.m. Eastern time. All right, we are done. See you, everyone. Oh, that's supposed to be an intro screen. Intro screen again. I forgot to fix that. Next time.